Hello and welcome to Lights, Camera, Learn, my E2 presentation on creating engaging video content. In this session, we'll be taking a look at why you should be making videos and what you should be making them about. We'll take a look at the equipment you need to record your videos and also screen capture and editing software required to put it all together. I'll give you 5 ingredients for making your videos more engaging and enable you to better connect with your audience. Finally, I'll share my top takeaway tips drawn from my own experiences from creating my YouTube channel, Mr. Tompkins Edtech, so make sure you stick around to the end of the presentation to hear those. This session will help you spread your message about the creative uses of education technology beyond your colleagues at your own schools and institutions, and enable you to inspire educators more widely through your extended professional and social networks, and even reach out to educators you've never met from across the globe. Before we get started on that though, let me introduce myself. My name is Anthony Tompkins. I've been a classroom teacher for over 20 years, including a 7-year stint in Southern Africa, where I worked in a government school in Kalalushi before moving on to an international school in Ndola, Zambia. I'm currently teaching mathematics and computing at a large college in Leicester in the United Kingdom, where I also lead on ICT strategic development, remote learning and bring your own device. Like many of you, I've spent much of this year working from home, teaching via the amazing Microsoft Teams and the wonderful OneNote. I've been an MIE expert for the past 4 years, which I have to say has been an incredible source of inspiration and knowledge. Meeting all you guys has been truly awesome, as it has made my job so much more interesting and exciting as I start introducing all the great ideas I steal from you all in my own school. Also, for the past few years, I've had a bit of a side project going on, creating a YouTube channel called Mr. Tompkins Edtech, where I share videos I've made on my main subject area, mathematics, and also on any EdTech goodness that's caught my eye and I want to share with others. I've not always been terribly good at this, but over the years I have honed my own video making skills, allowing me to make much better, more professional looking videos. As a result, my channel has been steadily growing in size and popularity, and my videos have now been viewed over 2 million times in more than 60 countries across the globe. In this presentation, I aim to share some of the things I've picked up along the way, so that you too can make engaging video content to share your own ideas with your students, your colleagues, your professional networks, and beyond. So why go to the trouble of making videos? Well, I started making EdTech videos because I found it really difficult to get enough training slots with staff to run the various sessions that I wanted to put on. As we all know, schools are very busy places, and as teachers we have so many competing demands on our time. Getting a group of colleagues together at a time that suits everyone is almost impossible. Videos, however, can be viewed at any time, so staff can watch them at a time that is convenient for them. If you go too fast or they want you to go over something again, they can just rewind and watch it over as many times as they need. They can pause it to try something out for themselves, or they can skip bits that they already know. And they've always got it there for reference if they need to go back to it again. Staff can therefore go at their own pace and not feel pressured to keep up with the class. Videos are also really easy to share. You can upload them to Microsoft Stream if you want to share them securely within your own tenancy, or via YouTube if you want to share them more widely. So it's no surprise in a recent survey of educators asked about the most effective professional development opportunities, short form videos came out on top. And of course, videos work perfectly well for lockdown and in remote learning, as clearly demonstrated today. You might think that there are plenty of videos out there already, but I found it's actually really hard to find one that covers exactly what you want to get across. Lots of EdTech videos on YouTube are made by tech enthusiasts or company reps and not by teachers. Making my own content ensures that I cover exactly what teachers need to know, and I can demonstrate the software working within the same environment as teachers I'm training will be using. So how do you find good ideas to make videos about? Well, clearly you need to be up to speed on the latest apps and ideas, so it helps to do your research. I find much of my knowledge I pick up from Twitter, also watching videos on YouTube, reading Edtech blogs, attending exhibitions such as the Bet Show in the UK, and from our monthly MIEE Connect calls. It also helps to have a "what does this button do" mentality. Be curious and try things out. Check through all the menus in an app to see what there is and what other features it has that you might not have tried before. Be an early adopter. Try out new features and apps when they appear to see how they work in practice in your own classroom. I think people have responded so positively to my channel. It's because it's clear that I'm actually using this stuff every day. So what I am showing is tried and tested in the classroom in front of a live audience of young people, and consequently my content comes across as relatable and authentic, and so teachers trust me enough to give what I'm showing them a decent try. Do bear in mind though that your ideas can be way ahead of the crowd. Give it time for others to catch up. Not everything you think is really cool or the next big thing is going to catch on straight away. I started making videos on Microsoft Teams in 2017, but I have to say they weren't massively popular until March 2020 when the world got turned on its head. Remember that we are the dreamers and the visionaries, and however exciting we find the latest tech gizmo to be, other people may not be ready to hear about it. The nice thing about video though is that it will still be there waiting for them when they are ready. So what equipment do you need to get started with making videos? Do you need a fancy camera, studio lighting, a green screen, expensive microphones? A lot of this equipment is pretty expensive, so let's use TierMaker to rank them by their impact on your video's engagement factor. First up, your laptop. It has a camera and microphone built in and is perfectly adequate to capture and record applications that you're using on your screen. You're also going to be needing it to do your video editing and uploading, so fairly easy to rank this one. Laptop goes up here at the top. Next up, camera. I would love to have a decent camera that records in 4K and has a lovely crystal clear image, but they are very expensive and I don't have one yet, and I've managed to do perfectly well without one up until now. Most of my video comprises of screen capture, images, clip art, B-roll and text. I'm using my laptop webcam to record myself down here, and whilst it's not super HD, because it's small and in the corner down here, it's good enough. If you have a decent phone, then you most likely have a decent camera on that, so you could just get yourself a tripod for your phone and use that instead. So I'm going to put camera down here. Nice to have, but it's just not a priority. What about microphones? Well, I actually think this is pretty important. Viewers will put up with low image quality, but ropey sound is really off-putting, especially if you are listening with headphones. So I'd put a decent microphone up here. Get yourself a nice cardioid directional microphone as your first upgrade. I actually own this one, which is a blue Snowball, really great. How about a green screen? Well, I do think this is a great piece of kit and worth investing in. You do have to have space for it though, and they're a bit of a faff to set up and get the lighting right. I'd say if you have a home office where you can get it set up semi-permanently, then it's definitely worth doing. It gives your videos a professional look, and because you are cropped tightly around your image, it means you have more of your screen left for other content. I used to use one in all my videos, but I don't have space at home right now to keep it set up. So I've been using this layered approach instead, which I think looks neater than using a square image and takes up less space on my screen. So green screen is very nice, but not essential. I'd put it here at tier 3. Lighting. Well, if I did invest in a new camera and had enough space at home to allocate as my recording studio / office, then I'd definitely consider getting a nice lighting setup. I'll put this down here with the camera as nice to have but not essential. I can make do with a few spot lamps for now. Finally, a teleprompter or auto cue. If you script your videos, then a teleprompter would be great to have. Now when it comes to video narration, you've really got two choices. You can script what you're saying or you can wing it. I think both methods have their appeal. Scripting allows you to be very focused and clear about what you're going to say, and you can reuse the text from your script to create proper closed captions for your videos and not rely on automatically generated subtitles that aren't always going to be that accurate. But reading from a script can sound a bit wooden, whereas freestyling it can sound much more authentic and upbeat. Take care not to ramble on though, and make sure you cover all your key points. I do often script my videos, and when I do, I read my script off the screen of my laptop whilst recording myself from the webcam. Unfortunately, this means my gaze is often looking down, below where the webcam is, and my eyes are going to be constantly scanning from left to right. This can look a bit strange and less engaging for the viewer. Now, teleprompters solve this issue by placing the text directly in front of the camera lens, allowing you to read your script whilst maintaining direct eye contact with your audience. A million newsreaders can't be wrong, and it's something I'd like to have in my setup in the future, but I'm going to leave it down here for now. Not really that essential. So in summary, a lot of this kit would be nice to have, and if you have it already to hand at school or at home, then no reason not to make good use of it. But really, I'd say that you don't need any fancy or expensive equipment to get started. If you've got a laptop, you're good to go. If you do want to improve your videos, invest in a decent microphone. Everything else can wait until you're famous. To make Edtech videos, you're going to need some screen capture software. Screen capture is a means of recording an area of your screen so that you can include it in your videos. Windows now has basic screen capture built in as part of the Xbox game bar, which you can access by pressing Windows G. However, if you are using a laptop from your institution, you may find that your technicians have removed this feature. But no worries, there are plenty of free screen capture tools that you can use. I'm going to recommend some for you to try out. All of these are free, have no annoying watermarks or limits on length or quality of captures. Firstly, there's OBS Studio, which is totally free, open source software and packed full of features, making it very flexible. Screen capture is only one part of this package though, and consequently you might find it a bit resource hungry and tricky to learn for what you want to use it for. If you want something a bit more lightweight and intuitive, check out Flashback Express. This is a great free screen capture tool that allows you to simultaneously capture your webcam and audio along with your screen. There is a pro version, but the free one provides everything you'll need. It really is very easy to use, and if you don't need the additional live streaming features in OBS, then it's a great choice. If you have a discrete graphics card on your computer, like an NVIDIA GeForce card or an AMD Radeon, then your graphics driver software comes with screen capture tools built in. Look for NVIDIA Shadowplay or AMD Relive in your graphic cards applications. These don't have all the features of the other two, but you might find their basic screen recording functionality is totally fine for your needs. My last suggestion is ShareX. As well as capturing to video, ShareX will allow you to create an animated GIF file from your recordings, so if you like to tweet your EdTech tips, then this might be a great choice for you. Once you have captured your footage, you're going to need to stitch them all together. Again, there's some excellent free tools for video editing available, so there really is no need to purchase expensive video editing software like Adobe Premiere Pro. My top two recommendations would be DaVinci Resolve and Shotcut. Both packages are cross-platform, being available for Windows, Mac and Linux. Shotcut is fully open source, whereas DaVinci Resolve offers a paid studio version with additional features including high-end effects, filters and audio plugins. But to be perfectly honest, the free package has far more features than most of us are ever likely to need. My final recommendation is Camtasia from TechSmith. This is paid software but combines both screen capture and video editing into one great package, which makes it particularly well suited for this style of video. It's actually what I use, and I'm using it here today. I do think it's overpriced though, and I do wish TechSmith would offer better educational rates for their software. But if you can get someone else to pay for it, then it's really a great all-round tool to have. Now you have all the equipment and software required to make your video, let's take a look at how to make your videos engaging. Now I've got 5 tips for you here to help you focus on this. Number 1, choose an engaging title and thumbnail for your video. Having a good title and thumbnail is key to a video's success on platforms like YouTube. No matter how awesome your video is, it's not going to engage an audience if no one is watching it. When selecting a title, do some keyword research and pick words and phrases that people are actually searching for. There are some free tools you can use to help you with this, like Google Trends, vidIQ or TubeBuddy. Or you can simply make use of the search box in YouTube itself. Number 2, have a good hook. In the first 30 seconds, tell your audience exactly what they are going to get in the video. Typically, videos experience a large drop-off during this time, as viewers will quickly stop watching if they don't immediately find what they are looking for. So use this time to map out exactly what's coming up to hook them in and keep them watching. Number 3, make it visual. I like to have something for the audience to look at and hold their attention pretty much all of the time, so it's not just me talking. Try adding images, clip art, emojis, infographics, anything you can think of to liven up what's on the screen. Use image libraries. I've been making good use of the free 1-year subscription to Pickit offered to all MIE experts at the start of this academic year. But there are plenty of other sites that provide free to use stock photos that you can include in your videos. B-roll makes great eye candy, and there are lots of sites that provide royalty-free content that you can download and insert into your videos. It's also a great way of including video footage that you would struggle to film yourself. Number 4, spark curiosity and inspire your audience. Be sure to spell out the benefits of seeing your video through to its end. How will this video make their life easier? How will it save them time and be more productive? How will it help their kids learn and achieve better results? Your audience will be much more engaged if they think they will get some tangible benefit out of doing so. Number 5, build credibility. To be a successful influencer, your audience has to believe in you and what you have to say. Your audience often will not know you personally, so you'll need to be able to convince people that you are a trusted source of knowledge. Be an expert. Only make videos on things you've tried out yourself and that have worked for you. Deliver on your promises. It's no good having a great hook for your video if the rest of the content fails to meet the expectations you have created. Clickbaity titles and thumbs might get you a few extra views for that video, but it's going to be at the cost of undermining confidence in your brand. Focusing on these 5 tips when planning and recording your videos will boost its engagement and help you build an audience who will come back again and again to watch your content. Hopefully you now have everything you need to start making engaging videos for yourself. Just to finish off this presentation, I'd like to give you my final 6 takeaway tips. Number 1, start creating. Don't worry about things not being perfect. If I'd cared too much about this, I'd have never uploaded a single video. The more videos you make, the more skilled you'll become. The quality of your work is going to improve over time. So just get started. Number 2, make good use of what you have. You don't need to spend any money on equipment and apps to make engaging videos. Use whatever equipment you have available to you, your laptop, your phone, free software, or borrow it from the school. If you do have a bit of spare cash, then your first purchase should be a decent microphone. Everything else can wait. 3, be authentic. Find your own style, whether that's scripting your videos or freestyling it. making long videos or short videos, funny or deadpan serious. Different viewers like different things, and you will find your audience when you find your own style. Tell it from your own perspective, drawing from your own classroom experience. Teachers want to hear from other teachers, not marketing teams or tech channels that have never been in the classroom. Number 4, promote your videos. Share your videos to social media. Don't be shy. You'll need to let the world know that your videos are there if you want anyone to come and watch them. Twitter has a large and active teacher community, and it's a great place to share your content. Facebook, there's seemingly a Facebook group for every possible interest, and if there isn't, it's really easy to make your own. I manage a couple of groups on Facebook primarily so I have an outlet for my video content. Reddit, lots of teaching and EdTech related subreddits where you can post your links. Try Teachers, EdTech, Teacher Tech, Teaching Resources. Just note that subreddits and Facebook groups are often heavily moderated, and so you'll need to abide by the group's rules or you're going to get yourself permabanned. Not speaking from bitter personal experience. Number 5, be patient and play the long game. Building an audience takes time. Even exponential growth starts out as a long flat line, which you will no doubt be bumping along for quite a while before you achieve any sort of liftoff. On YouTube, the more subscribers you have, the more initial views your videos will get. The more views your videos get, the more YouTube will suggest your videos to other viewers. The more YouTube suggests your videos to other viewers, the more subscribers you will gain. This virtual circle sounds great, and it is once you're established, but it really sucks when you're just starting out. Be patient and remember that building a YouTube channel is a marathon and not a sprint. Number 6, give clear calls to action. Remind your viewers to like, share, subscribe, follow your content. Prompting them to do these things will significantly increase their likelihood to actually do these things. So in the spirit of this, if you've enjoyed this presentation, be sure to look me up on YouTube and consider subscribing to my channel. Well, I hope you found this presentation interesting and managed to pick up a few useful tips along the way. I've included all the links to all the websites and software that I've mentioned in this presentation. It's in the E2 OneNote notebook, so go take a look at that. I've been Anthony Tompkins, aka Mr. Tompkins EdTech. Please enjoy the rest of E2. Don't forget you can earn credit on the Mac for viewing this presentation. Simply log into education.microsoft.com, click on your profile and redeem achievement code. Then tap in this code carefully. This session will be added to your training log transcript, and you will also earn points that you can put towards your MIE badge. Thanks.